Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Ferdinand and the Bullies from 1986. So let's get started. Most bulls in Spain wanted to fight in the bull ring. Ferdinand did not. He likes to sit under his favorite cork tree. He likes to smell the flowers. He always knew when there was going to be a bullfight in the city. Men came to the pasture then. They came to pick the best fighting bulls. All the bulls bellowed, they snorted, they pawed the ground, they wanted to be picked. Ferdinand did not. He sat under his favorite cork tree. He just smelt the flowers. Each time the men came, they took away one of the bulls in a truck. The rest was sad because they had not been picked, but Ferdinand was not. After some time, all the bulls that Ferdinand grew up with had gone off to the bull ring. Now there were young bulls who bellowed and snorted. They pawed the ground. They too wanted to be picked for the bull ring. The young bulls watched at Ferdinand as he sat under his cork tree. They made fun of him all day. One young bull did not make jokes about Ferdinand. That was his nephew, Ramon. Ramon liked his uncle. He did not like to hear the young bully's jokes. Why don't you act like the other bulls, Uncle Ferdinand? Ramon asked. Why do you let these bullies make fun of you? Any fool can make a lot of noise, Ferdinand told Ramon, but it takes a strong bull to go his own way and forget the things those bullies say. And that is what Ramon told the young bullies. My uncle Ferdinand could bellow and snort. He could paw the ground if he wanted to. He just does not want to. The young bullies did not believe that for a minute. They snickered and sneered. We will show you that your uncle is no real bull. The young bullies laughed. They pulled up some of Ferdinand's favorite flowers. Then they snorted and pawed the ground. They got closer and closer to Ferdinand. He felt sad. He did not like to see the flowers spoil. But Ferdinand did not bellow or snort. He just settled down to sleep under his cork tree. While Ferdinand slept, the bully tied his tails to the tree. Then they sneaked off. Ferdinand woke up. He started to walk away, but his tail held him fast to the tree. The bully watched. Now we will see if he can bellow and snort. Ferdinand did not bellow. Ferdinand did not snort. He just gave a great big pull. The branch flew through the air. Then Ferdinand walked back to his cork tree. He smelt the flower that was left. But the young bullies would not give up. At one end of the pasture, they found a tree covered with vines. They pulled down some long vines. Then the bullies waited for the night while Ferdinand slept. The bully creeped over to him very quietly. They wound the vines all over him. In the morning, Ferdinand woke up. He looked down and saw that he was tied up from head to foot. The young bullies watched him. What would Ferdinand do now? Ferdinand was angry, but he knew that bellowing and snorting would not help. Quickly, he set to work. He chewed through one piece of the vine at a time. Soon he was free. Later that morning, Ramon came over to sit with his uncle. The bully told me about the trick they played on you, Uncle. My Uncle Ferdinand. They said someone should teach them a lesson. Why don't you do it? Yes, Ramon, someone should teach them a lesson. Ferdinand agreed, but don't let them upset you. Forget about their slave trick. Let's get something to eat. The young bully snickered and sneered as Ferdinand and Ramon walked over to a box of grain. Ferdinand took a great mouthful of grain. Achoo, he sneezed out a full mouthful of ants. That morning, the bullies had left a line of grain from Ferdinand's favorite box right to a nearby ant hill. Now Ferdinand's grain was filled with ants. Slowly, Ferdinand turned around. He gave another great sneeze. It sounded like a bellow of rage. He stared at the bullies. The young bully backed away. They were afraid. But Ferdinand did not bellow. He did not snort. He did not paw the ground. He took a deep breath. Then he walked to the pond for a quick drink. Now the young bullies decided not to play any more tricks on Ferdinand. Instead, they would pick on Ramon. You aren't a real bull either, they sneered at him. I am too a real bull, he cried. No, you are not, they shouted. The bullies gathered together. They made a circle around Ramon. They butted him with their sharp horns. Poor Ramon was no match for them. Aw, help, he cried. Ferdinand heard Ramon cry. He raised his head. He looked around. He saw Ramon and saw the bullies. Ferdinand's eyes flashed. He gave a great snort. He pawed the ground with a mighty bellow. He ran to the bullies. He butted with his horns. He kicked with his feet. The young bully cried out in fear. They tried to run this way. They tried to run that way. But Ferdinand was everywhere. At once, the young bully ran away. Ferdinand shook his head. He swatted his tail with his head high. He walked back. Uncle Ferdinand, that was great, Ramon said with pride. I have never seen you get so angry before. He started to paw the ground the way Ferdinand had done. The young bullies just watched. They were sure to keep far away. Ferdinand and Ramon walked over to the cork tree. A wise bull gets angry only when he must, said Ferdinand. He only used his strength to help someone who was really in need. Uncle Ferdinand, when I grow up, I want to be just like you, said Ramon. He settled down with Ferdinand under the cork tree, and together they smelt the beautiful flowers. So that was Ferdinand in the Bullies from 1986. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.